evening, darlings. Hop by the knob again. So this evening...
Wrong name.
All the way around.
Oh, keep doing that to the last time. Good evening, darlings. Hello, darlings. My name's Stephen Davies, and I'm the knob by the hob.
Can I be really arsy and get you to do it once
I know
more?
he's going to do that.
Just because I wanted to just be like, and now I'm going to show you how to make it.
Oh.
That's all I wanted to say.
More enthusiastic.
So we've got it all in.
So, this is my surf and turf. Fillet steak, king prawns, potato wedgies, garlic mushrooms, and a leek bake.
What's that? What should I say on?
20 years in the business. Haven't you got one?
No?
I think we've got hundreds of them. Okay, so I'm going to teach my cousin how to eat caviar. So, my mum and dad, watch out. Give me a hand. Put your hand like that.
Like that?
No, eat it.
What?
You should eat without the thing of your hand.
All of it at once?
How is it?
What? Very strong.
Yeah. If you pop it in your mouth, the eggs pop in your mouth. Yeah, you could ask something about the oh, and then I could waltz into. Can I show you a very interesting piece I've got on the wall here?
Although I've got Clara doing it.
Can you see that in that thing?
Just about, yeah.
Is there a way we can look at you from the other side of the camera? Can she do that?
In the mirror?
A good idea. What we could do is,
Because you want me to be in it.
No, because if I say to that and I said, "Oh, also, this is done by an amazing artist,"
And you could be like,
and you go, and then my favourite painting, which is of our home in Wales on the Welsh coast. This is West Bay. We have an apartment in this building here. And there's me and Adam walking the dogs. And funnily enough, the artist who did it is here. He's also my cameraman. So that was done by him. I just forgot your name. Oh, God. Do you know what I was going to call you? Joe Allen. Can I stop myself from saying Joe Cashbook? Then I think you got overhead then. I thought, it's not Joe Allen.
And what is in that little toy there, that little glass bottle in a red top?
But just
talk about that.
why didn't you talk about it? Yeah.
I just came up from there. I'm not ready.
There you are, then on
Camera, my close up.
you're already on camera.
I needed this.
Actually, did Pia do that?
Far away and with the right lights.
So. Is it all a blooper? Please, I've gone outside as well.
It's gonna be spicy.
If you steal a piece... Oh, that's quite a big piece. Yeah, exactly.
She just gave me such side eye.
I know, I've noticed with her, she looks a certain way and also she's a bit tired. She's
Got a lazy eye when she's tired.
it's kind of goes off to one side.
It's been a hard morning for her.
It's funny how she's different with different people.
She's definitely warmed up to us.
So I'm just going to steam some asparagus to go with the chicken tonight. So there's the asparagus. Easiest way to chop the wood off the ends of asparagus, just bend it and it'll naturally snap. And where it snaps, that is the fresher bit and the woodier bits obviously you chuck out. But you don't need to cut it, and it'll pop. There you go. I shall now pass this over to my faithful assistant.
Yeah, Hugo, I think
I'll be joking.
start snapping asparagus.
Because everybody thinks that I don't do anything. That somebody else is doing.
To snap in half.
No,
No,
you just
no.
go like that. It naturally pops, doesn't
It
it?
should be close to the end, yeah.
Chicken bread.
Yeah, as long as it's where it pops. Because apparently that's where it's naturally gone a bit woody, apparently, when you do that. Because if you notice, they all tend to slap at the same place.
I have to admit, I just cooked the whole thing. Make the end taste funny.
He looks disappointed in you.
Don't you find it a bit woody at the end? These ones are not too bad actually because they're little ones, but all the thicker ones, they're really woody.
You don't have to do one by one. You can grab more.
That's the Portuguese way, by the way. See, grabbing a big handful. No?
What?
Does it seem alright?
I think so. I think it is soft inside. Yeah, this might be a bit too runny. I don't know.
I think let's go for number 2 in a minute.
I wish I could get the bloody shell off.
Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That's why there's 3 attempts. I think we leave those in for a bit longer.
So they're here tonight to join us for dinner. I'm going to make a quick little cocktail. Basically, a couple of these maraschino cherries that have been soaked in a liqueur from the famous farm shop. Put 2 in each glass. And then I'm using, this is Chapel Down. It's the English champagne, what you can't call it champagne, sparkling wine. Because did you know that the soil and the weather conditions now in this country are very good for wine and champagne? So cheers. Happy Saturday to everybody. So Joe and I are off to Waitrose to get some provisions.
Rev it? There's no rev.
And then he waits for the door.
So with tonight's meal, we've had a bottle of Villa Antironi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Is that the old Italian number? As you can see, I've had access to it. We're also on a little bit of Gavi de Gavi. Bon appetit.
Can you just put your hand like here? So we can just get it in focus. Okay, so then if you start on the top one, just walk down, and I'm just going to get your hand first. Yeah, so you can go down.
Okay. Oh, there, I can
And
stop
2.
there and look. That'll be quite funny.
Yes.
I can wink. Yeah.
Hang on, let me just see. If you stand where you think you're going to stop to look at it, so and then we'll work backwards.
I'll go like that and then go.
Okay, and now, so if you now start from where, like, from about like this step here. Maybe look at it first,
Yeah,
pause, and then turn to it.
Okay. All right. And that's it. That's your starter. Very straightforward. And I'm going to test it out on my partner, Adam. See what he thinks. As you can see, he doesn't eat much.
Sorry, I'm going to have to do it again.
I'm going to say that he doesn't.
I will do better at not laughing at that.
And now you can't wait and not eat it all. I'll give you another one now.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I'm going to join my guests now for dinner. We've got the
No,
mackerel.
let's start that again. Screw that one.
You need to say that.
I knew I was going to screw that one up. Further back, just so we're right under that light. I think that's where I'm going to get. Ready?
So now I'm going to join my guests with the mackerel pate on Melba toast that I made earlier. So, the reason why I'm in Cambridgeshire, why I bought this house, I was living in London. My business partner, David, had bought a place up in Norfolk. His family are originally from there. And he was living between London and Norfolk. And he said, we were looking at opening our own nursery schools. We were looking at opening nursery schools. We'd opened a couple in Norfolk and we opened one in Cambridge. And he was saying, "Oh, why don't I get a house in the countryside? You know, it'd be good for me with the dogs because I had Arthur then. Something for me to do. I was getting older. I can't be, party boy in London all my life. So I didn't want to move to Norfolk. So since we had a school in Cambridge, I like Cambridge as a city. It wasn't too far from London. I thought I'd have a look and to see what we can find. So we initially rented a house in the centre of Cambridge, but we hired somebody to look for the house for us. And weirdly, he sent me the details of this house, and I actually put them in the bin because I just thought I didn't like the look of it. It was like a little wooden place in the middle of a field, whereas I wanted something that was a bit more period, like a Georgian house. I always liked Georgian properties. There was a couple of Georgian ones, and then when we came up, when Adam and I came up to look around at houses, he said, "Oh, why haven't you chose the other house, so the wooden house?" And I said, "Oh, it's not my style." He said, "Well, let's go and see it because it's on the way to see the others. Plus, the village it's in and the location is exactly what you want." So we came to see the house, and I agree, it's a lovely village. It's got a pub, but it just wasn't the type of house I wanted. Bizarrely, Adam quite liked it. And we never agree on anything. So the fact that he liked it made me not like it even more. So we left. We then went and saw all these other big Georgian houses, lots of land and lots of bedrooms and everything. And I was getting really stressed out because I was thinking, oh my God, the upkeep and maintenance, we've got to furnish all these rooms. And then Adam kept saying to me, well, why don't we look at the first house, go back and look at the first house? Because that was it was the cheapest. It's low maintenance. It's ready to move in. The guy that was helping us look for houses said, "Oh, think of it as a project, and phase one, and you can put your stamp on it. You can extend the house because I thought the house was a bit small. You can do the garden. My business partner's husband, Stefan Lustig, is a garden designer. He designed the garden here. So it can be a bit of a project." So I said, okay, let's go back and look at the first house. And we came back and had a look, and I must admit, I don't know whether the sun was shining at that particular point. We went up into the master bedroom and the views and everything was stunning. And I thought, oh, okay, let's buy it. And we did. We bought it. Then we didn't live in it for a while because I was still spending more time in London. And then I decided to base myself up here more, and I started to renovate the place. So the house looks completely different from what it used to look like when I bought it. And we've extended it. There's part of the house you don't see on camera, which is we call it the cottage. And it's where Diogo and Christian live. And it's like a self-contained little cottage. It's really very, very nice, very beautiful inside. And there's a laundry room and stuff there. And I have an office at the end of the garden. And then we extended the house here a little bit as well, and changed the outside and things. So it's been quite a labour of love. We had the gardens, beautifully landscaped by Stefan. And we finished it in lockdown, actually. Yeah, so probably now it's time to move. I get bored very easily. So that's how I ended up in Cambridge.
Okay, right. I think we've got a few minutes left on the camera. So I was thinking we'll stage it a little bit. Do you want to come in and sit down while it's recording?
Yeah.
We'll do that bit. And then just, I don't know, you can say what are we doing then? And I can say Q&A. We'll do that.
So someone would come in.
Yeah, and then you can do your I'm Stephen Davies and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay, so what are we doing?
So we're going to be doing a Q&A with you, Stephen.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm on Michael Parkinson. Do I look all right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
More than all right. You look fabulous.
So my name is Stephen Davies, and I'm the knob by the hob.
Perfect. Brilliant. Spot on. Well done. Thank you.
So I have to warm up.